Aye, aye, aye. Well, my disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is in fact ruined. It looks like we have another bad PC port on the horizon, and this is one of my most anticipated games of the year. Being a poor PC port by the looks of it, and that is of course Star Wars Jedi Survivor that is officially releasing tonight, tomorrow, whatever you want to say. EA has lifted the review embargo for Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and from the looks of it, the game is not so great on PC. Now, to be fair, it looks like it does have some issues on consoles as well, and maybe the best case scenario would have been for this game to be delayed a little bit longer, but it seems like the issues on PC are absolutely paramount, and a lot of outlets are coming out with this. Skill Up put out a tweet. I'll have a Jedi Survivor review up later, but right now I can say that it's a great game that you should absolutely avoid if you're playing on PC for now, at least. Obviously, patches and optimization will be coming. I believe there is even a day one patch. On DSO Gaming, it was noted GameStar has shared the following gameplay video from the PC review code of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. For their review, GameStar used an AMD Ryzen 9 5900X, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090. So top of the line rig right there. And even at 1440p, the build did dip to 50 FPS. In the video, the RTX 4090 being underused. For the most part, NVIDIA's graphics card is used at around 35 to 60%. Thankfully, GameStar has included an MSI Afterburner overlay in the video, and you can see that the build can mainly use 4 CPU threads. So it looks like there is some throttling going on. Hopefully, this is an issue that will be remedied, but man, it's just bad port after bad port when it comes to PC release. I don't even know if you want to say it's a bad port, optimization issues, whatever you want to say, just bad PC versions in general. I don't know the nitty-gritty and all the technical mumbo-jumbo, but I buy a PC, so, hopefully we can streamline the process after spending, $1,000, $1,500, whatever the case may be. And Jedi Survivor is a true next-generation exclusive, but at this point, look at the builds a lot of us are buying and still experiencing issues. Somehow, I was able to complete The Last of Us Part 1. Was it a great experience? No, but I love The Last of Us Part 1, so I just hunkered down and finished it. But, these games are just coming out, and they're absolute abominations left and right. The Callisto Protocol, Forspoken, The Last of Us Part 1, I'm probably forgetting a lot of games. I know Dead Space Remake had a lot of issues. Hogwarts Legacy, it's just game after game after game. I would say, it was like a 50-50 thing where it was like a 50-50 crapshoot for a long time on whether or not a game being good. I would say it's more of a rarity these days that a game is a really solid PC version. Like in my experience this year, Dead Space Remake worked really well for me, and then Resident Evil 4 Remake worked well for me. Both of those games for other people, they did have issues to varying extents. But then you look at some of these other games, Hogwarts Legacy was a stuttering abomination at launch for me. It was really, really bad to the point where I did have to, I had to consider just, buying the game on PlayStation 5, but I didn't. I was just whatever, and I just dealt with it for a while, and it's gotten a lot better at this point, but still, it should have been good from day one. Wild Hearts is another game that was an absolute train wreck. Obviously, more recently, Callisto Protocol, Marvel's Midnight Suns had issues. And I can just go on and on. Last of Us Part 1, obviously a very clear example of all of the issues on PC, but Jedi Survivor being the most latest one, I don't even know why I'm surprised at this point. I just played through Jedi Fallen Order again, and that game ran so well on PC for me. Obviously, that's a game that came out in 2019, so I don't recall if it had issues at launch, but man, that game was so great to just go through again on PC, and I was playing through it to get ready for Jedi Survivor, but it just looks like, man, another bad PC version. And I know a lot of you guys in the comment section, I've seen this over and over again in the comments being like, bro, why are you even playing these games day one? Why not just wait a year, then buy the game in the bargain bin, and you'll have a much better experience. So pretty much, you tackle your backlog, and then you buy games, down the line when they do get better. And I'm sure a year from now, Last of Us Part 1 is going to be a lot better. A year from now, Forspoken might be better. I don't know about that one. A year from now, Wild Hearts is probably going to be better. Callisto Protocol is better. I tried it out recently again, just to see how the performance issues were for there, but, that game still has issues for me, and quite a lot, to be perfectly honest. I did complete the game, but nevertheless, did have issues. Jedi Survivor, and why, this is starting to sting a little bit more, is we are getting to the $70 price threshold. Forspoken was a $70 game. Jedi Survivor is a $70 game. And when you're dropping $70 on a game, you really don't want, like, the bad PC versions, they're just gonna sting a little bit more than they would in the past when you're dropping a premiere $70. Obviously, those of you that are like, yo, bro, just wait a year and then buy the game in the bargain bin. Yeah, you guys got the right idea, where a year from now, the game's probably gonna be 50 to 60% off. You can get it much cheaper, and hopefully it'll be a far, far superior experience. But you know, waiting a year or even 6 months to play a game, that's a tall ask for a lot of people. A lot of people just want to play the game day one, and Jedi Survivor is one of those games that there's hardcore Star Wars fans. There's people that love Jedi Fallen Order, and they want to get a jump on the sequel as soon as possible, especially given that this game already got a delay. So, you know, people are like frothing at the mouth to play a game like Jedi Survivor. It's one of the most anticipated games of the year. I know not everybody's buying every new release, and a game like Forspoken, yeah, like easy. New IP, it was kind of a mid-level game anyway. Waiting a year for that, and you probably should, because ain't nobody trying to drop $70 on that game. Fine and dandy, but Jedi Survivor is one of those games that everybody, like, loves Respawn. Everybody, I would say, loved Jedi Fallen Order outside of the abomination that was the map, and exploration in that game was really bad, but Jedi Survivor has, you know, it looks like they fixed that issue as well. So from a fundamental gameplay standpoint, it looks like there's been a lot of fixes and improvements made to the game, but as far as the PC performance, when you're talking about a 4090 rig at 1440p dipping in frame rates, like, we got a problem going on there. And 32 gigs of RAM and a 5900X. What if you're just a dude that's rocking an RTX 2060? What are the system requirements for this game? What if you're the dude that looked at the recommended system requirements and has an RTX 2070 or an RX 6700 XT? How's the game going to be running for you, and you only have 16 gigs of RAM that is recommended? You have an i5-11600K or a Ryzen 5 5600X that is recommended, and then, you know, much higher end computers, gaming PCs are having issues. What does that mean for the people that have their recommended requirements or even their minimum requirements, and you're talking about a 155 gigabyte install on top of that? Like, we got some problems going on here, you know, as far as that's concerned. And then not only that, this is a $70 game with a deluxe edition that all it does is include, like, cosmetic items, and it's $20 more expensive. What if you were so excited? You're like, bro, I gotta get the deluxe edition. I gotta get these cosmetics, $20 more, take my money. And then you just get hit with a bad PC port. I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, well, that's on you for being a sucker and spending $20 on some cosmetics. But still, I mean, if you're dropping $90 on Jedi Survivor and you just get hit with a bad PC version, oh my goodness, does that sting. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, probably best to wait for a sale. If anything, I mentioned this in my last video, probably the EA Play Pro route. It's $15 a month. You can try out the game. If it sucks for whatever reason, you can at least turn around and go play the Dead Space remake if you haven't played that yet, and that, again, for me, worked fairly well. And Jedi Survivor, I'm sure it's going to be, like, somewhat playable, just with a litany of issues. It's, like, once I play, like, I'm still going to play it and try it out, but I really hope I'm not finna get hit with a bunch of stuttering nonsense, too. Like, frame rate dips, I've come to be like, okay, if the frame rate dips, I'm not going to, like, bug out, but the stuttering, the massive stuttering, oh my goodness, does that absolutely grind my gears. And it's not just, you know, stuttering here and there. Like, a minor stutter here and there, fine, I can live with that, but it's just like the frequent stuttering that, like, literally makes a game unplayable. But nonetheless, that's gonna do it for me. Really disappointing news, but what can you do? This is kind of the landscape we're living in right now, and one of the most anticipated games of the year looks to be having issues. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.